Hey guys, and welcome to my review of Ao Oni version 6 point whatever, the final version. If you're just looking for the review, I'd like to say that we do have the full playthrough on YouTube. It's a bit unethical, but I still think it's a pretty entertaining watch. So check that out if you haven't seen before. But yeah, what did I think of Ao Oni? I thought it was a pretty great game. It's a very different game than the other horror RPGs I've played. Like, some of them definitely did have some running elements, but this one felt a bit more simple. Like even the design work of the places, like the setting especially, seems pretty simple. I think also the story in general is pretty simple. Like it's a I mean, it's definitely a strat to keep something pretty obscure, and there wasn't really any answers, or just like not even like some bonus mythos stuff. Like I remember when I found the book, I'm like, yo, we're finally getting some blue demon lore, but it turns out it was nothing. But yeah, so the setting itself, I think it doesn't exactly feel empty, but it looks kind of empty just from the simple design. I think the characters are also pretty simple. Like there's no real backstory to them, and I don't really care when they all die because you barely meet them before they die. Um, but I think there's a lot to love about the game. I think it is extremely, I like to say, adrenaline pumping. It's just, again, it doesn't have the intricate, like, oh yeah, another point about the simplicity. There's no real like in all the other horror RPG maker games I've played, like you can look at everything, and there's usually a description box or whatever, but you just can't do it for that. And that kind of made it hard for me to want to like check everything, because I like getting the observations in, but but I don't. This is definitely the most running away from a monster centric game I've played, and it was really fun. I think they did very good in the design of the actual scenes with the monster, with the Ao Oni, which I mean is the core of the game anyways. So that's good enough, right? Like some very cool ones, like near the end where Takaru, I believe he was, like transformed to the monster and you had to run away from him. I thought that was very cool because they exactly time it to when you open your menu, you see like Takaru's sprite turn into the monster one, and like I imagine the first time you see it, you're like, what the fuck, and like quickly close the menu, and then the chase starts. But that's like exactly planned. And there's like cute little entrances for him where like one part where he like pops out of the floor and you just like look at each other for a second, then he starts chasing you. That was very cool. And then sometimes like the piano scene literally like made me yelp like pretty loudly, and that was just like he just popped out. So very good at the spooks, the jump scares, which is it's definitely something you want in a game. Um, I thought also, while I sucked at puzzles, but I just suck at puzzles in general, I did like some of the design. Like I'm not gonna lie, I still don't understand how the piano puzzle works, but getting the code from the jail cell, I still think is pretty cool. How you look through the bars to see how it's changed. Um, there's another one I really liked, but now I don't remember what it was. Oh no. Um, yeah, I don't know. But they do have some nifty ones like that, which I appreciate. Even though I don't have the brain to solve them, I'm sure they're very fun to do. Um, I think OST, I only really remember the chase one just to get chased by the Oni so much, which is again supposed to be the most memorable. So them nailing that is pretty great. Yeah, and again, running away from the Ani, that's like the majority of the gameplay. Um, I thought it was fun most of the time. It definitely gets scared at first, but then it's just fun to run away. It definitely brought out some vulgarity from me. I don't know, it's just the pressure of being chased. I thought I did pretty good though. Again, since it's not something I usually do often, it felt pretty fun to do it. Like I barely used any closets at all. At first, I would just run to a closet, but then you just start juking them till you get to that. Well, I did juke the bots guy, but yeah, yeah, it's fun. I think the item system. I mean, it's kind of janky. Like even when you go to the menu, because you still have that RPG stuff, RPG Maker stuff, and the item system's a little janky, but it's not bad. And while I do praise most of the puzzles, there are some parts where you just inspect something to find something, and sometimes they just seem like maybe it's just me. I'm not too familiar with that stuff, but there's just like it just feels to me like it's so hard for you to figure out yourself. Like one pixel of a carpet or one square of a carpet's like disoriented, but I really didn't know until I looked it up, so it was a little weird for that. But I think it comes with the territory of any games where the main elements is finding items, combining items, and stuff like that. So I'm not mad at that at all. Um, how would I compare to the other horror RPGs I've played? I think I liked it better than Mad Father. Mad Father's kind of like I know that one's a classic too, and it has the great chasing, but yeah, it's definitely scarier. I think it's up there with Ebe. Ebe's probably my favorite. This one definitely is again more adrenaline pumping, but I think Ebe is a little bit more scary in general. And there are also two sequels, so maybe they expand on the mythos a bit more in the sequels. I probably won't play them because they're not translated and they're mobile only, so there's no real point of me of playing it. Well, I mean, I guess if it's not story driven too, then just running away from an Oni is kind of fun, but I think I'll probably skip on that. But yeah, I think it was a great experience playing it. Again, it's a very short game. It's free, so there's no reason not to try it out if you're interested. And yeah, I thought I had a generally good experience, and I'm glad I chose it for the channel playthrough because it was generally fun. Except for exposing me for being bad at puzzles, but I guess I got exposed enough in Franbo. But yeah, thanks for watching. And again, if you're interested in these types of horror games or different types of horror games, then check out the channel. We got some variety stuff. And if you are watching this as it's being uploaded, then tune in for our next horror game for horror month. I mean, or whatever. I still don't really have a name for it. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, and hopefully I'll see you again. If you're interested again, sub to the channel. It helps me out, or give the video a like. Boosts my ego. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you soon. Have a great day and great night. Bye.